прохождением Инквизитора Мартина. Пока тут у Вара немножко отдохнем.
Warning. Hostile bioforms detected.
Finally. I've been waiting to engage tyrannid organisms for a long time.
Affirmation required. Are you sure you want to proceed without backup?
Positive. Area clear. Add a secondary rumination snippet to the mission logs.
Pending. Proceed.
I've observed unusual levels of Xenos activity. All tyrannid organisms are bound to the sentience of their respective Hive Fleet. But the Hive Fleet that attacked this subsector was annihilated centuries ago. This phenomenon requires additional research.
Recorded. Do you require any emotional subtext as digital marginalia? Confusion, terror, or elation?
If that was a subtle jab at my unmodified behavioral patterns, you are risking a mechanical lobotomy.
Comment retracted, Inquisitor. You are approaching the location of the last transmission. No life signs detected.
Log me a new priority task. Obtaining a new retinue.
I am manifesting envy. Your bio-vassals must have already been rewarded with blessed oblivion.
I see that there is still much work to do on your self-deprecation filters. Operator, I've discovered the remnants of my expedition. My retinue perished while locating the entrance to a high-security research sanctum that must hold the key to my investigation. The sacrifice of my team was that the quarantine records radically downplayed the immensity of the Xenos threat.
Assessment. This mission would have warranted a larger expeditionary force.
My retinue was only following a faint lead. It didn't qualify as a priority assignment.
Could the sanctum you seek even be here?
I need more data to answer the question. Death is salvation. I'm ready to enter the vault now.
Recalibration and organic rejuvenation is advised before entering.
A logical proposition.
кусочек стрима, а дальше посмотрим.
The location seems mostly intact, but first I must restore the power. Where is the generator room?
Accessing the blueprints through the new sphere as we speak.
Send me the coordinates.
Что, погнали, пацаны мои, где? Вот они. Нормально, короче.
Reporting in. Data dissection of the archives has been unsuccessful. All records of the vault have been deleted.
That only confirms my suspicion. It spawns records. Special lockdown on a world under Adeptus Mechanicus jurisdiction. The tenacity of these creatures is astonishing. According to the records, the Adeptus Mechanicus purged this world decades ago, and all they managed to do is to force them underground.
Блин, конечно, то, что у меня есть дедные штуки. Такое себе. Ничего себе.
This is a vast facility. Leaving resource of such magnitude on a quarantined planet is uncommon for the Adeptus Mechanicus.
A logical observation. According to my data excavations, the Fabricator General of Forge World Thule requested permission for reclamation expeditions several times. The Inquisition denied the request repeatedly, without any formal explanation.
has been restored. Now the entire facility is accessible. My next task is to find out how this sanctum was connected to the mysterious research of Uther Tiberius.
Reminder. Tyrannid life forms consume all biological material in order to reproduce.
Indeed. This is why I need to locate the main data vault to find clues.
Moral. Steel abides longer than flesh. Inquisitor, permission to log an observation.
Proceed.
The risk assessment for your current mission triggered a warning.
Elaborate, operator.
Reminder. You are currently engaging in a solitary operation against an extremely hostile bioform, without any tangible data as to the existence of any tech relics created by Tiberius.
My goal is to find proof here.
Warning. Your quest for sacred knowledge is based on assumptions. It is endangering the safety of your flesh body.
Noted. Now leave me be, operator.
Просто умирают. Утро Тиберий.
Блин, Эр, давай восстанавливайся уже.
Clue has been archived. Any annotations?
This sanctum belonged to the Zenerite sect of the cult Mechanicus, who specialize in Xenos artifacts. The ancient logs indicate that they were under the patronage of Uther Tiberius.
Observation. Direct connection with a cult Mechanicus sect and an excommunicated Inquisitor might lead to political friction.
Irrelevant. Knowledge is the true manifestation of divinity, especially for an Inquisitor. Target delivered.
Это что-то пацаны чилят.
Activation sounds initialized.
Warning. Empyrean sensors detect a huge surge in the psychic energies. Caution advised.
It was a late warning, operator. The source is a Zoanthro, a monstrosity created to harness and manipulate the unholy powers of the war. An aberrant but
Чё-то
dangerous
это очень
opponent.
быстро не умирает, так неинтересно, ребят.
Что-то сильно много.
Operator, I'm sending you a pit grab of a very unique apparatus.
Received. Commencing analysis.
This must be connected to the Tiberius research.
Analysis failed. There is no match in the schematics library.
The core concept definitely suggests a uniquely modified neural upload mechanism. Remarkable. An incoming Vox message. How?
No logical explanation. The sanctum has been defunct for centuries.
It was a rhetorical question, operator.
I bid you an efficient cycle, Inquisitor. I am Tybalt Vertax, Fabricator General of the Forge World Thule.
I would like to greet you on behalf of the Holy Ordos. This conversation is rather unexpected.
I have been monitoring your actions since you reactivated the Reactorum. Accept my condolences on the loss of your retinue.
I find the compassion surprising for a tech priest of your status.
I take this remark as a compliment. Diplomacy is one of my high-priority mundane functions. But enough with the pleasantries, Inquisitor. We must talk about Uther Tiberius and his work.
This is highly classified information.
I am aware of that. If you could visit me on Station Zeta 11, I have important information for you.
Все, что ли? Что у нас там по вещичкам?
На что я надеюсь, когда начинаем
Че, сейчас поставим повыше сложность, наверное, еще. Хочется так немножечко хардкора. Очки опыта дали. Мерку кузня.
Inquisitor, how socially proactive of you to visit me. A straightforward approach. Most commendable. I accessed the digital scrolls on your non-classified investigations and noticed the main object of your interest, and this was confirmed by your recent visit to the Sanctum. You are actively seeking tech relics of Uther Tiberius, the infamous Inquisitor excommunicated for potentially heretical studies. I have information that could significantly advance your pursuit. That sect was terminated a long time ago. I have more valuable information for you. The Martyr, the wandering fortress monastery of Uther Tiberius, long thought to be lost, has returned to the Caligari sector from the Immaterium. The problem is that the Martyr is currently under a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, which even I have no word on. Your credentials, on the other hand, would grant you access. I have the current coordinates of the ship. I am the Fabricator General of a Forge World. I have my methods. I have an informant in the retinue of the Inquisitor in charge, stationed on the ship of a certain Captain Van Winter.
Думаю, так будет намного интереснее. Попробуем. Так, сейчас я.
Log this moment, operator. My search for the fabled monastery of Uther Tiberius is complete. We will tear it apart to find the secrets of a fallen Inquisitor.
Cursory analysis indicates that this modified Alpha-class vessel is barely functioning. Emotional outbursts are illogical and groundless.
Enough. Give me a status report instead.
Hull heavily damaged. Invocations of blessed recalibration obsolete. Environment unsafe due to several millennia spent in the warp.
The situation is suboptimal, but manageable.
Ну что, погнали. Теперь будем юзать турель хотя бы. Что-то как-то все равно изи. Может и нет.
Repentance is begun. This area is currently inaccessible. I will need to find a cogitator to override the local door settings. Accessing the sacred mechanism now. I'm detecting approaching forces, probably hostile. The decks are swarming with wretched creatures. They must be the descendants of the original crew, twisted beyond recognition by the
Все равно
ruinous
что-то
powers.
как-то очень легко.
Caution. Extreme purgation protocols advance.
Another chaos ambush. This cannot be a coincidence. Accessing the sacred mechanism now. The machine spirit is opening and closing gates to divert the hordes towards me. A clever anti-intruder system.
Auger readings show a considerable number of hostiles.
Irrelevant.
Intruder, the rituals you are initiating are redundant. We are accessing your noospheric implants to converse with you.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. Identify yourself.
Our true name is Blessed Binary Code, an arcane hexadecimal chant. But you can call us the machine spirit of the Martyr.
You are a tech heresy. You are an AI.
Your assessment is logical, but wrong. We are the purest form of the digital apotheosis, created by the will of the Holy Orders and the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Uther Tiberius was thrice judged as a heretic. I am here to examine, catalogue, and judge his tainted heritage.
Regrettable. We must refer you to our directive AFA 21A, subsection 43, outlining the protection protocols concerning the confidential research program of the Martyr. Summary. Leave immediately or risk the consequences.
The conversation with the machine spirit was like nothing I have ever experienced.
Engaging emotional simulators. Initiating joy.
Disabled sarcasm. This was not an ordinary machine spirit.
Was it an abominable intelligence?
No, it was something else. I've analyzed the noospheric stream, and I'm certain of it.
Speculation. It could be the tech relic you seek.
A unique
очень
machine
просто
spirit with enhanced cognitive functions is a treasure that could
Пока
make
что
all
даже
the
на
risks
экстриме
worthwhile.
уже.
Warning. If it doesn't terminate you first.
Че еще сложно ставить?
Operator, did you access the Martyr noosphere?
Positive. Shifting through corrupted diagnostic confessions now.
I need a preliminary evaluation.
The logs indicate the sense of an impending catastrophe on the Martyr before the ship entered the warp for the last time. There are references to a rebellion among the crew members and major experiments going wrong.
Makes sense. Uther Tiberius was an excommunicated Inquisitor who notoriously dabbled in forbidden research, which is also the reason I'm here.
Очень
The
просто.
several millennia in the warp wrought havoc to this once blessed monastery. It must be cleansed.
Хотя... Что, бомжей вливаем в это.
Last warning. Leave the Martyr immediately.
I need to perform the override incantations to enter the local cogitator network. Otherwise, these doors will remain closed. Activation sounds initialized.
Конечно, локация скучная здесь до ужаса.
This is extraordinary. I found what I was looking for. The blessed fusion of man and machine. Now I know the secret of Uther Tiberius. By sacred digital apotheosis and uploading rituals, a penitent soul became one with the machine spirit. It was not the creation of a
очень
sentient
просто.
intelligence. It is the tech relic I was seeking. Operator, I need the location of a certain apotheosis chamber.
Accessing deck blueprints now.
Whatever that place it is, it must be the very soul of this ship, and the answer to all my questions.
Камеру оставь.
Warning. Warp anomaly detected in the vicinity of the Martyr. Unidentified large void craft emerging from the immaterium.
Splendid. Keep me updated.
Я тоже поподнесся.
The machine spirit has changed tactics.
Dilemma. You are facing properly blessed Mechanicus constructs.
Destroying these ancient machines feels like sacrilege. Operator, initiate canticles of penitence to the machine god. Decontamination protocol has been initiated. Logically, it must be another attempt to hinder my progress.
Что-то интересный способ открывать.
The chamber I'm trying to breach is protected by void shields. I must deactivate all of them before I can teleport in.
You are attempting to impair the blessed defensive mechanisms. You are actively participating in sacrilegious practices. You need to stop immediately or face the consequences.
The search for sacred knowledge follows no set protocols. I will not.
We regret to inform you that due to your perseverance in committing tech heresy, your death is now imminent.
I'm ready to face the consequences of my actions.
Это уже больно много. Нормально высоко, да.
Generators have been deactivated. I can return to the teleportarium platform.
Readings indicate that the Void Craft is a Chaos vessel. A Nurgle cruiser is approaching the Martyr and has launched several boarding vessels.
I need to return to the ship.
Negative. Strong Empyrean distortion fields detected. Chance of successful return is estimated low.
Understood.
Интересно.
Any ideas?
Suggestion. Allow me to calculate the most optimal vectors and use this ship to breach the Chaos Cruiser. The impact will be sufficient to blow up the reactors, destroying the hostile vessel and cutting off the reinforcements.
What are you saying? I deal with the invaders, then get stranded on the Martyr?
That is the most optimal outcome.
Permission granted, operator. Strike down the enemies of mankind.
I will trade my faithful servitude for blessed oblivion,
Оружие у нас.
for the Emperor.
Ой, нет, топор, нет. Куда идти-то? Войдите в телепортариум. Где?
Entering the Apotheosis chamber now.
Такс. Логика очко. Топор. Ну да, наверное, хотя 2 уровня всего разница. Ничего, нормально не получится. Так, погнали.
wish has been finally fulfilled, Operator. A glorious end as the weapon of the Emperor. Your service was noted. Reverting to audio log. New entry. I'm stranded on the Martyr. The loss of the valuable research stored in the information canisters of my ship is irrecoverable, but the discovery of this fabled derelict could make even that worthwhile. My first encounter with a unique machine spirit was far from peaceful. Still, the presence of the Chaos Invaders on this traveling fortress monastery could make us allies. The Martyr is under attack by the forces of Nurgle, and I want to know why. I need to find a terminal to make contact with the machine spirit again.
Так, ну погнали. Искать духа машины.
That sounded like a distorted Vox message. Either someone is trying to communicate with me, or my Vox receiver is picking up static interference. Destruction.
Что там сундучок был?
The mindless brutality will be punished.
О, чертеж какой-то. А, мы даже десант разносим лоб.
An Inquisitor! What a precious gift for the Prophet of Decay.
The Corpse Emperor has unleashed his dog on us!
The Martyr has already been tainted by the filth of Nurgle, but these traitor Marines are far more dangerous. I shall purge this place with sacred machines and extreme
Чуть
prejudice.
не отъехали.
I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. Requesting digital audience with the machine spirit of the Martyr.
We have re-access to your implants. Continue.
I suggest some adjustments to your defense protocols. Prolonging our mutual feud seems counterproductive. I propose cooperation against the invaders.
A logical conclusion. The Utherian theorem must be protected at all cost.
How shall we proceed?
A significant hostile force is moving against the Apotheosis Chamber. The security of that facility is critical.
Enload the coordinates.
Чё, куда идти? Туда, наверное.
Inquisitor, we have returned to the coordinates of the Martyr. I'm afraid there have been some developments.
Another boarding party. They are using inquisitorial encryption, but the VOD stream is distorted. The warp disturbances are probably scrambling their communications. Anything to add, Machine Spirit?
Your assessment is correct. An Inquisitor is indeed boarding the Martyr.
That's a strangely vague statement.
The mission of said agent is unrelated to your investigation, and your presence here is unknown to any Imperial affiliates other than us.
You sound like you know this person.
We gained extensive knowledge regarding the mission of this Inquisitor during the agent's first visit to the Martyr.
And you neglected to mention this fact to me.
This information was unrelated to your mission. Therefore, it was categorized as low priority. Also, we must warn you that another wave of enemy forces is approaching.
Accessing the sacred mechanism now.
А просто космодесант херачим как.
Блин, охереть, они просто все такие сильные.
You do speak their language. 99.2% of the Empyrean seals have been corrupted by the plague-infested scum. A much easier task. Kill that prophet. And get to the chamber. For the Emperor.
I've tried everything to establish connection with my fellow Inquisitor, but due to the ever-increasing warp fluctuations, I can only hear fragments of their conversation. Whatever the agent is doing here, the readings are troubling. Something is happening on this ship.
Тут уже вещей этих тьма целая. Надо что-то будет с ними делать.
A regrettable loss.
Ну и чего?
Accessing the sacred mechanism now.
Ой.
Activation sounds initialized.
Три турели тут что сейчас будет? Месиво
Да, короче, что-то я не то сделал. Погнали обратно.
какое-то.
You have reached the Apotheosis Chamber. This is the shrine of digital martyrdom that you must protect. Otherwise, the Eutherian theorem cannot be upheld.
I will require access to the chamber and Uther's tech relics to complete my investigation.
Your main objective is to defend the chamber at the moment. Your request is irrelevant to the situation.
Че, нормально, держимся мы, в принципе.
Warning. Another wave of hostiles inbound.
Смысл турели ремонтировать, они все равно исчезли или сломались.
Secret feed initiated. This is an enormous discovery. The culmination of my investigation of the tech relic of Uther Tiberius. Here I have the sacred pattern that contains the secret of the improved communion between man and machine. The creation of a spirit with enhanced cognitive abilities. The work of a true genius. This miraculous union needs to be studied and
Stored demonic essence will be released. Colossal amount of warp energy on the stasis chamber.
I don't know what is happening with my fellow Inquisitor, but that Vox message sounded dire.
Correct. This agent has made a significant contribution to the preservation of the Alpha subject. The survival of the Alpha subject is paramount.
I require access to the dossier on this Alpha subject.
We cannot comply. You must leave the Martyr immediately. We are initiating a warp jump, and the Gela shields on this subdeck have been compromised. Therefore, there is a 99.7% chance of your instant termination.
In the name of the Holy Inquisition, I command you to stop this protocol.
The Eutherian theorem must be protected at all costs. This task cannot be overridden. You must leave immediately.
Reminder, I don't have a ship. Log entry. I'm placing a grade Kappa immaterial burst transmitter on the subdeck, which will help me locate the Martyr later. I'm leaving the monastery now and try to establish connection with the other retinue. The Emperor protects.
Ребята, дискриминация некроманта, конечно.
Улетает наш кораблик. Или даже не наш, это кораблик, наверное. А он сейчас, наверное, в варп будет входить красиво. Да, он сейчас в варп входит.
Пипец. Как я их крошила, когда было ДХ, и сейчас.
Красота. Вот так, ребята, выглядит варп.
New log entry. Due to unexplained events unfolding on the Martyr and the dubious nature of the machine spirit, I left the monastery before it jumped to the warp. I have now arrived at the teleporterium of an unknown void ship. This vessel presumably belongs to an unknown Inquisitor. However, I have no confirmation yet. Before I establish connection with the crew, I will access a data terminal with my override code to see who I am.
The Inquisitor? The great serpent shall eat his soul.
I
Вот
will
темный
flail
удар
you
избрать.
alive. You told me that the Inquisitor was on the derelict.
I've witnessed certain developments. The conclusion is that there are simply too many variables in this equation. I have an inquisitorial ship investigating the Martyr and the mysterious Alpha subject. The attack of the traitor Marines was unsettling enough, but the sudden appearance of these Drukhari marauders presents incalculable risks.
Сейчас весь корабль разнесем.
Uploading data canisters. The ship is listed as the fiefdom of the Van Winter House, a rogue trader clan whose warrant of trade is currently under re-evaluation. Marked as a confiscated vessel serving the Holy Ordos. Current emergency invocations indicate that the ship has been breached. Activity log mentions an Adeptus Asтерtes engaging with the raiders and an indoctrinated tech priest executing maintenance rituals on this subdeck. My priority is to find this tech priest. The security log implied it was an emergency situation.
Не успеваю.
Да, это оружие помощнее уже.
Блин, что за пипец?
Вот они, темные дары, красавчики.
Leave this wretch and deal with the Inquisitor. You must alert the others.
Потому что не умрёшь на урон вообще.
Wait. I can decipher the blessed lingua technis, but my organic voice box is unable to respond in the same manner. I gather that you are the ranking tech priest on the ship.
Reverting to substandard audio output.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos. State your identification tag.
are Tisifer Omicron Arc, in the service of the Omnissiah. Warning, priority of social interaction currently ranked as 0. Drakari forces are attacking the central data vault.
This is unexpected. The Dark Elder are pirates and slavers, pursuing easier targets.
Analysis. Their primary function is to gather information. Advised action. Find the Adeptus Astartes unit engaged in combat with the raiding party.
I will find him. I leave you to your tech sermons on the damage generators.
Так, посмотрим, что там.
Log entry. Judging by the vestiges of battle, the Space Marine must be close. I'm still baffled by the Drakari presence on the ship. It simply must be connected to the mystery of the Martyr, but the details are unclear.
Hold it right there. Is this more trickery of the Drakari scum?
There are no recorded instances of the Dark Elder using such practices. You can stand down. My rosette identifies me as an Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos.
Another Inquisitor? What the... never mind. We don't have time for this. I am Caius Thorn, Sergeant of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
I cannot say that I am familiar with that chapter.
And with good reason, if you don't mind me saying so. With all due respect, Inquisitor, I would love to chat all day. But there are thieving, cowardly Xenos raiders crawling all over the central data vault.
Let us purge that place then. We will talk later.
Космодесантник, значит.
Tell me, Sergeant, why are the Dark Elder attacking your vault?
I swear on the Holy Throne, we have no clue. Our investigation focused on Uther Tiberius only. Then, the Inquisitor in charge goes back to the Martyr, and disappears with that blasted monastery. I see you use some unconventional methods, but as long as you cull the filth, you have my full support.
As per the statutes governing cooperation with acting Inquisitors on the part of all Imperial subjects, supporting me is your sacred duty.
Yes, and failing to comply is punishable by execution. Not that I've ever needed such an incentive.
Thorn, what is happening down there?
Glorious carnage. Progress is being made, Captain. We are shedding Xenos blood for the Emperor, after all.
We? The tech priest said something about some other Inquisitor.
Yes, we do have a visitor taking command. We're taking the scenic route to the bridge.
Excuse me? I want a formal discourse about this.
You couldn't have chosen a more unfortunate target in the system, creature.
I find your arrogance amusing. I am exactly where I need to be.
Your assumption cannot be based on any factual evidence.
You want evidence? Very well. I will flay you alive, and you will give me the keys to the Anathema Ultima. You fought well for a monkey. Almost too well for my tastes. We'll meet soon, and I'll pry the grand secret from your screaming flesh vessel.
Glorious victory. We showed them the error of their ways, with sacred fire and steel.
An analysis of the encounter can wait. Lead me to your captain first.
Такс. Нормально, так кораблем обжились.
Welcome to my ship, Inquisitor. We are very grateful.
Your gratitude is unnecessary, Captain.
You must be aware that this ship is up.
I know that, and by the rights vested upon me,
Our commanding Inquisitor is on the Martyr. I don't even...
The protocol is to obey my commands, Captain, and help me find a martyr. What?
It's all classified, I'm afraid, so I've never had the chance to...
We shall pray to the Emperor for the Inquisitor's well-being, Captain. But according to my calculations, I would be at best cautious. I've placed a transmitter on the vessel.
That is great.
Да все. Все нормально.
Блин, оружие нужно сильнее. У меня вообще пукалка какая-то.
Inquisitor.
I'm honored to meet.
Not I.
If that all.
Indeed.
Are you offering to
Так,
let?
это
That is-
Биогаз. Это
It was an
ПВП.
honor to
Your performance was remarkable.
I would be truly
Doing what exactly?
fighting and dying.
Subsect.
We have the local.
Correct.
Тут крафтим, по-моему. Изготовление.
Yes. Что мы взяли?
О, вот они, автоматоны. Так, это на 28 уровне только. Очень долго. Двадцать восьмой только. Что-то я срубил игру, непонятно почему.
This mindless.
Ну ладно, чё, погнали дальше. Экстремальный.
Tech Priest, this Imperial facility has been abandoned for a very long time. Are you certain the Alpha Pariah is here?
The data burst from the machine spirit was an emergency signal. The Alpha Pariah left the Martyr to follow an unidentified Vox transmission originating from these coordinates.
I need more information on this place.
Cursory.
Humans, no corner of the galaxy is free from their unfortunate existence.
I assume this one is with the Harbinger too.
I am an Inquisitor of Holy Terror. Explain your presence here.
Tell me, human, do you speak the language of dream riddles and dead gods?
Enough of this babble. Answer my question.
I thought so, monkey. You wouldn't understand our purpose here. Not even if I wanted to answer your question. But I don't.
Interesting. Most Eldari either live on their star-faring craft worlds or sail as corsairs.
These are proven facts.
My point is that these Eldar don't look like corsairs, so what are they doing here? And they are showing more hostility towards the Imperium than usual.
Analysis shows that their tribal heraldry is unique. These Eldar specimen don't belong to any craft world listed in the folios of the Unholy in the ship databanks.
I must investigate these Xenos, but the Alpha Pariah is the priority.
X-loading the coordinates of the sensorium to your data slate. Access the surveillance system there. It could provide information on the Alpha Pariah and the Xenos presence. cortical lexicana module has flagged an important information. Supplement.
You are right, Tech Priest. Did you monitor any Vox activity recently on behalf of the Inquisitor stranded on the Martyr?
Negative.
Then the chances of finding the Inquisitor are
I have been compiling information on the craft world from the memory crystal.
A summary will suffice.
Tuathal is a minor craft world, primarily roaming in the Caligari sector. This Aeldari megastructure has been constantly succumbing to a significant chaos infection that is gradually turning it inhabitable. The Tuathal Aeldari have been slowly abandoning the infected craft world, relocating to the maiden worlds in the sector. This is what I have for now.
Keep me updated.
Денежки это очень хорошо.
I have begun gathering information on the recent history of Maiden World Loriach.
Proceed, Margos.
Most of the information is classified, but it seems that after the recent Tyranid High Fleet was destroyed in the subsector, a substantial number of the surviving Xenox attacked the Tuathal Maiden World and tried to assimilate the local biomass.
Interesting. But I have a situation here, Margos. We will resume shortly.
Хрень какая-то выпадает, только хрень и хрень.
Inquisitor, the contents of the memory crystal suggest an explanation for the hatred of the craft world elder.
There is no acceptable explanation for turning against the Imperium. But carry on.
The Tuathal Eldar requested assistance from the Imperium when their maiden world succumbed to the Tyranid invasion, but Thule Forge World intercepted the message.
The Tech Priest is skimming through the personal logs in the Tech Priest data hoard from the facility.
Subjective records are really suitable for proper analysis.
He highlighted a few curious details. After the excommunication of Uther Tiberius, the place was investigated thoroughly and used by the Inquisition. After a fatal chaos incursion, it was abandoned on the order of the Caligari Conclave.
Which means that the Eldar didn't attack the station.
No, they just took possession of the facility.
The Harbinger is still in the human shrine. I need to return there immediately.
The spirit stones of our brothers and sisters are empty husks. How is this even possible?
The Harlequin warned us, and foolishly we ignored her words. I will deal with the Harbinger. You stand guard here. We have a new intruder.
Access the terminal to open surveillance mode and restore power to the facility.
Нормальненько, так мощненько. Блин, мне жалко Эльдаров убивать. И не так им по жизни досталось.
I've located the Alpha Pariah. She's on Shrine level Alpha 4. I need to return to the ship. Then I will find her. Blessed be the power that suffuses the ancient machinery in this fortress.
Так, а синий сундук-то мы не нашли. Надо найти. Даем синий сундук, и можно к новой миссии приступать. Значит, он где-то здесь. Пойдем туда или здесь сбоку. И что, здесь нету сундука, что ли, получается? А, ну еще там можем глянуть, кстати. Это не на всех картах сундук-то есть, только на некоторых. Ну ладно. Я думаю, будет выглядеть немножко по-другому. А это как-то вообще ужасненько выглядит.
Пипец, вообще,
Вот.
что за...
Что, давайте еще это пройдем, наверное. И посмотрим, что дальше будет.
Inquisitor, the Argos are detecting significant hostile forces on this level. Are you absolutely sure you want to go in alone?
This is the most optimal decision. Based on the facts I have gathered on the Alpha Pariah so far, she would be a valuable asset to the Imperium.
Все будем собирать. И чтобы... Короче, крафтить шмотки.
I've noticed a sudden swarm of cherubim. What is happening, Margos?
By restoring the power grid, you have activated the local cherub shrine.
Are these cherubim performing surveillance on this level?
This is their standard behavior pattern after an extended hibernation cycle. If I may give you some advice, you can access the information gathered at the Cherubim Shrine.
Yes. Surveillance data is the prerequisite to tactical planning.
Мангос, короче.
Another technological marvel defiled.
reached the main cherub mainframe, Inquisitor.
Accessing the cherub pick feed repository is the next logical. Teleport beacon in range.
The Harbinger's fate resonates in the future. We're at the crossroads, where oblivion looms close.
The one who sees his own doom can better avoid its path.
Spare me. She is dangerous. If we choose Paul.
Analysis. The Alpha subject has been manifesting powers currently unlisted in the classified Psyche Index.
What a tantalizing glimpse into the true potential of the Tiberius research. I must secure her immediately. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine.
This is Inquisitor Kraybart speaking on behalf of the Ordo Hereticus of the Holy Inquisition. We have received your code-red astropathic transmission, and our fleet is calculating arrival vector as we speak. Prepare to join our forces shortly.
Reinforcements are almost there. Why don't you just wait for them?
The Alpha Pariah has no control over her abilities, and she will react to danger fiercely. And the Ordo Hereticus are not famous for their patience. Are you trying to flee the mayhem of your own doing?
I am nothing but an observer of the unfolding tragedy.
Stop speaking in riddles. What tragedy?
The Harbinger was brought into existence for a reason. She is either the fall or the last hope of your misguided kind.
Is she now? Tell me everything about the Alpha Pariah, or I will kill you.
You have no sense of timing, human. We will meet again at a more suitable place and time.
What in the name of the Emperor was that creature?
A Harlequin. A member of an extremely militant and highly cultured subgroup within the Eldari race that doesn't belong to any faction.
The persistence of your kind, Monkey, almost makes you interesting.
I will not rest until I have secured the Imperial subject.
Why? She is unnatural. She is everything we both consider repugnant.
That is totally irrelevant to the situation.
Still, you don't need to be concerned about her. We will need her alive.
Another memory crystal. It might contain new clues.
Так, а что, здесь тоже, что ли, не будет у нас синего портала? Нет, тоже ничего не будет. Жалко эльдаров убивать. Их и так очень мало.
Stay away from me. Did you see what I did to those... Elder?
Yes. I have the picked records of the entire encounter for further analysis.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. I have been investigating the mysteries of Uther Tiberius. I'm here to take you to safety.
Uther Tiberius. What should I even call that man? My creator? My father? My nemesis?
I have insufficient information to answer your question at this time.
And what if I want to stay here? Will you kill me then?
Do you harbor any curiosity about your origins? Wouldn't you like to gain more information on your potential?
That's all I've ever wanted. But you didn't answer my question.
It was a foolish question. I can provide protection and a relatively comfortable existence for you. Rejecting my offer would be illogical.
I'll go with you. I don't feel I have any choice, anyway.
Чё-то я не пойму, а где сундуки-то наши? Их нет, а нет почему-то. Странно.
Inquisitor Crabart, you may be relieved to know that I have completed my mission without your assistance.
We expected no less of you. However, I demand that you cease your involvement in this matter and place the Martyr and that Alpha Pariah into Ordo Hereticus custody.
I am a seeker of knowledge myself, and I shall be involved in the ongoing investigation.
Other Tiberius was a heretic. The Martyr has clearly been a hotbed of heretical activity. This is Ordo Hereticus jurisdiction, and we will purge every last hole of that accursed ship.
The decks are swarming with daemons. Are you prepared to start a jurisdictional dispute with the Ordo Malleus as well?
I don't like your tone, Inquisitor. Not one bit.
We could make a compromise. I can give up the investigation on the Martyr, but the Alpha subject is the most intriguing asset for the Imperium we've had. I must study her abilities.
I usually don't compromise, but considering your stellar achievements in the fight against heresy, I am willing to make an exception.
I sense a but coming.
But we might need your help as well. A sudden outbreak of potentially chaos-related infestation on Cascadia Prime requires attention. We need our forces on the Martyr. If you are willing to investigate the infestation, you can take the Alpha subject with you. The Martyr cannot leave this system, though.
I can accept that compromise.
Inquisitor, you promised me
You are free to wander the vessel.
Right, so I'm allowed to leave this ship, where everyone is horrified or
You are the subject of a highly classified inquisitorial investigation.
So a prisoner. What have I done?
You have done nothing wrong, yet. However, Tiberius abandoned you before you—
I don't know.
What?
I was in—
Ладно, что, всем спасибо. Всем пока. Завтра, думаю, продолжим. Вот. Что-нибудь пишите, что-нибудь ставьте, комментарии, что думаете. Все такое.